The secret foods making you fat. Most people recognize that a physique comes from a combination of diet and training, but there are a number of things people sneak into their diet that they don't realize are actually making them fat. Today I'm going to tell you exactly what those are, and at the end I'm going to tell you easy swaps that you'll actually want to do that can replace those foods so you feel like you've not changed a thing, except you're not going to be fat anymore. Without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to have no TikTok-y editing. We're keeping it raw, keeping it real. Let's go. The first food that's secretly adding a whole bunch of calories to your diet and making you fat: sauces. Most people don't know this. If food is dry, people go blasé as hell with the sauces. A little bit of mayo, a little bit of sriracha. Sauce adds up calories-wise. Why do you think sauces taste so good? Because they're filled with sugar. What does sugar lead to? An excess of calories. It's not that rare that the sauces you put on food ends up being more calories than the food itself. Kewpie mayo, for example, a personal favorite sauce of mine. One small punnet of Kewpie mayo is between 200 and 300 calories. That's like eating 2 Subway cookies. You wouldn't eat 2 Subway cookies and be like, yeah, I'm still on track with my diet, but you would put a little drizzle of Kewpie mayo on something and think it's totally fine. Personal favorite of mine, it really hurts me to say this, cereals. We were raised thinking breakfast is the most important meal of the day. In reality, the majority of cereals are boxes filled with sugary carbs. Yes, carbs are good for fueling you throughout the day. Most cereals taste good because they're extremely high in sugar, very processed sugar too. Take a look at the amount of calories and the serving size that's actually recommended for cereal. I think you'll find that you're actually eating far more cereal than the back of the box suggests you should. The serving size for cereal is like 50 grams. I don't know a single person who would eat 50 grams of cereal and be satisfied. It's more like 200 or 300 grams. And before you know it, that's 600 to 1,000 calories right off the bat at breakfast. If someone's trying to hit 2,500 calories in a day, you've already done almost half your food in the first meal, a small bowl of cereal. Treat cereal like what it is, a sugary dessert. Next is an obvious one for some, but it may be a staple of other people's diet: alcohol. Not technically a food, but it needs to be mentioned. Alcohol is extremely calorie dense. Believe it or not, alcohol is actually its own macronutrient, the same way that carbs, fats, and proteins are. The only difference is alcohol is essentially poisonous, so your body will always break down alcohol before it breaks down the other macronutrients. This is why people say you fail to absorb protein if you've got alcohol in your system. That is kind of true. Alcohol in your system not only adds a whole bunch of calories, but it also interrupts protein muscle synthesis. So if you, let's say you have a great big workout, you fuel yourself with some awesome macronutrients, super high in protein, but then you start consuming alcohol, you're gonna sort of undo all the work you've done. Keep the alcohol to a minimum, save it for special occasions, or just cut it out entirely. Another sneaky food that's making you fat: healthy snacks. The main culprit here: nuts. People rave about nuts, having a little bowl of healthy nuts. Oh, it's healthy fats. Yes, but it's still fats. Nuts are one of the most calorie-dense, unsatisfying snacks you can have. A single handful of nuts can have 300 calories in it. That's the same as a chicken breast. The problem with snacks like nuts is you can eat a whole bunch of them without even realizing you've eaten them. Most people have a little bowl beside their desk the entire day, munching on them. They'll get through an entire bag. Little do they know, that bag has like 2,000 calories of nuts in it. And the worst part, most of those calories come from fat. Be mindful of your snacks. Bear in mind that with the right training protocol, we can still fit in these foods if you really don't want to give them up. If you want to see how to do that, subscribe. We've got videos coming very, very soon. Moving on to the alternatives. Now, I was always told don't complain unless you offer a solution or an alternative. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna rattle through the 4 things I just listed, and we're gonna give you a perfect, healthy alternative that's low in calories, won't make you fat. You're fucking welcome. Sauces. The way to work around sauces and still make your food nice and lubricated: hot sauce. Most hot sauces are very low in calories, often having 1/10 of the calories of their full sugar alternatives. Easy way to check this: turn the little label around, have a look at the calories. Almost all hot sauces are very, very low in calories. Cereal is a tricky one to replace. Yes, there are healthier alternative cereals, but even those tend to have quite high calories. The way I get around this: treat cereal as though it's just that, a treat. If you look forward to cereal and don't make it an everyday occurrence, you can still have it. It's still delicious, right? But don't treat it as a healthy breakfast. Treat it as a dessert, maybe at the end of the day, or something special you have on weekends. If alcohol is taking up a large portion of your diet, you need to cut that down. Best way to do this is eliminate alcohol altogether. If you don't want to do that, stick to things like straights or low-calorie RTDs. These days, there are a lot of low-carb beers. There are heaps of low-calorie alcohol alternatives. Snacks, we're gonna go for lower-calorie snacks. Things like popcorn is not too bad. Certain corn chips are quite low in calories. There are a lot of delicious snack alternatives that aren't fatty, calorie-dense nuts. Let's summarize what we've covered. 4 areas you may be sneaking in extra calories and therefore making yourself fat. Sources: cereals, alcohol, snacks. We're gonna replace these with alternatives. Hot sauce instead of sauce. Cereal is now a treat. Low calorie alcohols or no alcohol at all. Snacks, look for low calorie snacks. If you got some value from this video and you want to see more videos like this, I break down a very simple way to treat diet and training to get maximum results with minimum effort. Feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.